Before I introduce the Toastmaster of the day, I would like to request everyone to turn off their phones or any noise-making devices, and to and mute yourself unless called upon to speak. So with that, please help me welcome our Toastmaster of the day, Barry Pearl.
Thank you very much, Matthew. Welcome, one and all. We're delighted that you're joining us today for the 25 Alive Toastmasters Open House. We fully anticipate that you will enjoy our meeting today and that you will want to find out more about 25 Alive Toastmasters. So my role as the Toastmaster today will be to coordinate the meeting, and I will introduce our speakers. So let me begin by introducing some of the people who will be part of the meeting today. Our chat monitor will be Nancy Ramirez, so she will keep an eye on questions and comments that you put into the chat. But I would now like to call upon our club president, Nora Priego, who will welcome those of you who have joined us for the meeting. So please welcome Nora.
Yay, that's me. Welcome, everyone. I am so happy that everyone is here. I want to wish the women in the meeting a very happy International Women's Day today. It's a great international event, and this is the best place to celebrate it. We have a very tight agenda, so I would like us to get started, and I'm going to bring back the meeting to Barry. Thank you.
Next part of our meeting is going to be several of our members of the club are going to talk about their experience and what was it that first drew them to the Toastmasters program and to 25 Alive Club itself. They come from diverse backgrounds, and we think you will find their stories interesting. First of all, I would like to introduce our distinguished Toastmaster, who is an associate engineer with the City and County of San Francisco Department of Public Works, Matthew Lim. What was it that prompted you initially to join Toastmasters and 25 Alive? So please welcome Matthew Lim.
Thank you, Barry. Well, I initially joined Toastmasters in my senior year of college to ace my interview and get the job that I wanted. Back then, when I was in college, I had so much trouble speaking, and I was mumbling. I used ahs, ums. Have you heard of someone speak and say ums a lot? Ums, uhs, and then sometimes my hands were shaking like this. I remember a time when I was speaking in front of a small group of class of my peers, and I was reading something and my hands were shaking. I did not want to be that person. So I joined Toastmasters. And guess what? Lo and behold, I gained the confidence and I got the job that I wanted. I got in. And my manager at the time even told me that Toastmasters helped me a lot when he told me the news that I got hired. As Barry said, I work for the City and County of San Francisco in the Department of Public Works. And last year, I reached my 10 years. It's been 10 years. Can you believe it? I definitely can't. Time flies by so quickly. I can't believe it. Now, Toastmasters has helped me professionally by helping me to give the confidence to speak up at meetings, to speak to project managers, to speak to the bigwigs, to speak to contractors. And then there have been times where I've been asked to do the wrong thing. Hey, do that, Matthew, do this, do that. I said no. I had the courage to say no. And by speaking up, I can stick to doing the right thing. Additionally, it's helped me get exciting projects like replacing sewers on Haight Street and work on projects like Better Market Street. Now, personally, it's helped me gain friends and build relationships with people outside of my social circle. As an introvert, I've made friends with doctors, people in tech, retired people. How? Through the use of humor. It's also allowed me to gain the confidence to travel by myself and even to go to the restaurant by myself. There have been times when it's been scary just thinking about eating by yourself, but hey, I can do it. And so can you if you join this club. Back to you, Barry.
Thank you so much, Matthew, and congratulations on your personal and professional growth. I would next like to introduce our club president of 25 Alive Toastmasters, Nora Priego. Nora, please tell us what drew you to the Toastmasters program and to this club.
Thank you so much, Barry, for that very warm introduction and the initiation of the meeting. My story begins, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. I first would like to give everyone a welcome, handshake to each and every one of you. And I would first like to say a story and take you back to 2018 when I became president of the Women's Club at my son's school. I had to give a speech and present an award to the winner of an essay contest. I was so nervous. Can you imagine? The entire student body. I didn't know what to do. Luckily, I discovered this Toastmasters Club after seeing a flyer posted in the lobby of the building where I work. I attended the meeting and it has been wonderful ever since. What do I like about Toastmasters, you might ask? Well, many things, especially the learning structure that it provides. Pathways is an online curriculum providing users with flexibility. Members can work on 11 projects whenever and wherever they want. These paths are available to you. There's dynamic leadership, effective coaching, engaging humor, innovative planning, leadership development, motivational strategies, persuasive influence, presentation mastery. With these paths, you can learn, for example, how to record a podcast. You can find out what your leadership or communication style is. Discover how to be a mentor. Understand what emotional intelligence is, and understand conflict resolution, etc. How far you go is totally up to you. You receive recognitions with ribbons, for example, like these. I don't know if you can see it when you achieve different levels, or you can get also a pin. I don't know if you can see it. Then you get it closer, farther away. There we go. This one I got when I finished the leadership development path. So you see, you have a very strong support network that will help you along the way. Thank you so much. Back to you, Barry.
Thank you, Nora. And now I would like to introduce our club treasurer, a registered dietitian with a master's in public health and an amazing Lindy dancer. please welcome Linda Lau. Linda, what was it that drew you to Toastmasters?
Thank you, Barry, for that warm introduction. Fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, I would like to share a brief story about why I joined Toastmasters. When I was in my early 30s, I worked as a nutritionist in one of the San Francisco's department. My responsibilities was to oversee and monitor the various nutrition programs for older adults and adults with disabilities. You probably heard about the home delivered meal programs or community meal programs for older adults. Well, I provided technical assistance and training to ensure that these service providers meet all the program requirements, health and safety standards. You know how health inspectors inspect kitchens in restaurants? I do the same thing for these programs, except I provide a much more training and technical assistance to them to make sure that they are able to deliver and provide quality meal service to older adults in the community. Anyway, this new job had a rough start because there was no one else there to show me the ropes. The previous person had already left the job, and I had to learn the job and figure it out on my own. Secondly, the people that I interacted with on this job were very diverse, and some of these service providers were very difficult customers. How difficult, you say? Well, I can say that they were well-versed in using passive aggressive and intimidation and bullying techniques. Here I was, the short, vertically challenged Asian woman, right? What's the stereotype? Oh, she's a pushover, she's timid. The second thing is I looked like a young college grad. What does that mean? Well, she's naive and she's inexperienced. Those are not the image that I want to project. Suffice to say that a few people tried to push back when I discovered problems during the inspection, and they used psychological warfare to attack my confidence and my abilities. Of course, those incidents did rattle my confidence. However, I don't give up easily. So when I heard that there is a Toastmaster club starting in my work building, which was at 25 Van Ness Avenue, I joined as one of the founding members of 25 Alive Toastmasters. I joined Toastmasters because I wanted to increase my confidence, especially in dealing with difficult people. And I wanted to be able to speak impromptu well on my feet, right? Because oftentimes I need to address questions either during commission meetings or during public meetings or public hearings, or even to deal with a difficult customer who's complaining about service at a senior center. Anyway, all the new learning and the practice I had with Toastmasters really helped me to become the fierce nutritionist that I am today. In fact, I have developed quite a reputation over the years. These are just some of the whispers that I heard from the community. Linda is friendly. She's easy to work with, but she's tough as nails. Oh, Linda is hardworking. I see her there way past work time. She's organized, knowledgeable, so don't BS her. Yes, I've come a long way. And I would like to say that I have shattered my image, no longer that shy, timid person that I was over 40 years ago. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster Barry.
Thank you for a wonderful story. Thank you to all three of you, Matthew, Nora, and Linda. I do have to add for myself, I always enjoy our meetings, and at every single meeting, we have fun as well as learn and grow. So it makes the meetings very enjoyable and keeps us coming back.